Hey guys, it's Rick Shaw here. It's Monday, March 8th. We got a nice cool morning. It's kind of nice, feeling a little bit better today. But, you know me, I've had some stomach problems in the past and continuing. So I wanted to talk a little bit because some subscribers mentioned it's about the street food. Now, I know a lot of foreigners come here and eat the street food, love it. They have no troubles. But one of the reasons I won't touch the stuff, I don't allow my family to touch it, even my wife. Nope, don't touch it. Now we have some places that cook food for us. We know them. We go to them and they make us really good food. But a lot of the street food, the one fellow that was across the road from us when we lived in our first house, he made chicken. He made fried chicken. And right next to him was a young dude that made, he had the peanuts, the spicy peanuts and all this kind of stuff. Well, they were across the road. I watched them many times. They would come there. They had their tricycle, and they had this big, deep dish wok, and they'd pour their oil in, and they'd fry all their stuff. And then they would go ahead at the end of the day, when their chicken and their peanuts were all gone, that oil would cool, and they would dump it right back into a big plastic container to be used again, and they would just add to it. Now that puts a lot of carbon in the oil. Years and years ago, I stopped using oil years ago because it's so bad for you. Frying in oil, you know, you take antioxidants, and then what are you doing? You're oxidizing your oil. You know, it oxidizes just being in the bottle. So I don't really like to use that much. Don't fry in it at all. We use ghee, butter, or some sort of an animal fat. But these guys, they just keep, and they pour it right in that plastic bucket. It's still pretty hot. So you're getting the chemicals from that. And then they come back and they do it day after day, and people are eating this. Other things that they do here that, you know, it's a definite no-no. I hit my wife with this immediately when we got here, was they'll take the bananas, wrap them in a thing with brown sugar, and then fry them. I mean, it's just, and yeah, good. Are they tasty? I guess they are, but I don't think you'd be around long if you eat these on a regular basis. I did see a thing one time. They said the average life expectancy here was about 60 for a woman and 59.5 for a man. And when I was down in Tennessee, there was an area there where it was about the same. And the two things that I noticed that they do exactly the same is they fry everything. I mean, they just fry the living heck out of everything. But here, when it comes to the street food people, there are some that are very clean. We do know a couple people, and you know, they do really good. But you know, you get some bad apples that just don't care. They don't care cleanliness or how they handle things. So be very careful of that. One thing, you know, here you can get food really cheap, but like, I don't want my eggs fried in oil. Sorry, I'm not going to eat eggs fried in oil. We use mainly butter here, or ghee, or some kind of animal fat for any of that kind of stuff. I don't want to put oil in us, fried oil. So that's just a little thing I was thinking about. I wanted to run it past you guys, and you know, personally myself, I was wary of it when I for years I came here, and I was wary of the street foods. But I'm going to tell you again, I said it earlier in the video, I know lots of people who come here and just suck that stuff up and they're fine. They do really well. Personally myself, when I first come here, I ate one of those banana cues. It was the banana with the brown sugar and all that, and I'm not a big one on sugar. I don't like real sweet stuff. I'm not one to eat cakes or pies or any of that kind of stuff. Very, very rarely. Ice cream, none of that. I don't like, I get sick feeling. I don't know why it is, but every time I eat any kind of sweets like that, I just get a overall general sick feeling. I've had my sugar checked many times to see if it was diabetic or anything like that. One time they gave me a big bottle of stuff I was supposed to drink, and I stayed at the hospital, and they checked it for hours, and they said, "No, you're good, you're okay." But so we don't know why when I eat a lot of sugar I get sick feeling. It's just a weird thing with me, but I had one of them banana Qs when I first come here. I thought, I'll try it, because my wife was making them and selling them, and it had jackfruit in there also. And I'm going to tell you what, it was tasty. But that damn thing sat in my stomach for hours and hours, and even that night I hacked up a little piece of the jackfruit. I'm talking, this was 6-7 hours later, so not very good. Hey, good morning, mister. There's my beautiful, handsome buddy right there. So I'll go ahead and let you go on that. Anybody's got any comments on the street foods and how they can take it? There are a lot of places here that, especially when we were down in Batangas, and we went through Malvar. I said it on the other video. I saw a lot of really nice restaurants. We had a restaurant that actually closed because of this COVID. It was our favorite restaurant here. We'd run all the way over to San Pedro, which is a heck of a drive for us, but we found it when we were over there. The guy who run it, Dexter, man, it's just fantastic food. It was a rib place, and you could get beef ribs or pork ribs, and they gave you a nice plate of stuff. I actually used to get, the food was so good, I would get the platter for 4, and that was just for me. And he would laugh. He says, "Boy, you really like to eat that stuff." But he had really good potatoes on there, like a baked type potato. And he had a good sauce that went with it. Just a fantastic, and his kitchen was absolutely clean. Fantastic place. We used to go there once a month and eat at that guy's place. So there are a lot of good places around. Now, he was supposedly putting one down in Batangas that we would have gone to, but when we went back, when the COVID thing opened up, his shop was empty and closed, out of business. So this COVID stuff, this just was really sad that so many people went out of business. It just really it scares me that this can be done so easily, that everybody could be put out of business. There's my little buddy, he's walking with me, These guys. Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. Mommy's cooking breakfast. My sweetie's cooking us a breakfast right now, and my little buddy and me, we always go walking. We go walking usually every night, and we go mostly every morning. We've been walking that new path that they're opening up now, and we really like it. We like to go hiking a lot and exploring and stuff like that. We talk about all the stuff. We smell all the flowers. No good flowers to smell this morning, But kids like that stuff. I like to get them outside. I don't like them to play inside. I'm never a big one on letting them sit in front of a stupid TV and all that stuff. Sometimes my wife will use the TV as a babysitter. I'm not into that at all. Even when I am not feeling good with the back and with this heart and stomach thing, I get up anyway. I force myself up. I think that's keeping me going, because these little guys are very important, and I want to put my all into them. I'm serious. I want to put everything I got into them, because they're truly gifts from God. These little people, and they're just something special. The world is their oyster, and I want to make sure they're set up really good, so that they can just reach up and grab it. That's my goal for these guys, and I hope the good Lord gives me enough time to do that. I know the good Lord doesn't need me to raise them. They're His children. I fully understand that, but I always pray to Him that He'll grant my selfish wish that I could be with these guys for a long time. So, all right, guys, this is Rick Shaw out, and you all take care and pray for each other. See ya.